As I'm sure you're aware, Rimworld has updated to Alpha 8, mostly focusing on weather and hot and cold, and needed to keep an eye on that for your colonists, otherwise they have frostbite and heat stroke and stuff like that. But there's also changes in the fact that not all biomes have the same growing seasons based on the temperature. An example, you may only grow crops between June and July on some of the colder areas. There's also heaters and air conditioning units that you gotta build. There are wind turbines that were added, new enemies, weapons, trade ships. I think the boreal forest and tundra are the new ones this time around as far as biomes go. All sorts of new stuff. Looking very much forward to playing it. I think it's gonna be interesting with the new changes. Looking forward to it. Gonna go with let's just go Yeti in all caps. Why not? Go for the nice big world too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll work just fine. New colony, gonna go Cassandra Classic on the normal challenge mode difficulty thing. Pwah, a lot of test worlds as I was playing around. Rana 14 is ours. And I'm going to start off... I'm thinking, what is that? We got just like one little bit of tundra here, like really warm tundra. I almost want to do that. Oh, here we go. It's more, oh, it's boreal forest, never mind. Boreal forest is still kind of interesting. It's basically jungle, well, forest, but it's got a bit of like a swampiness to it. It's different. There we go, is that tundra? That's some tundra, mountainous tundra though. I just want like large hills, because I don't want to actually live in the mountains. I want to try to live outside the mountains this time around. There we go. Wait, that's still mountains? Really? God damn it. It's like all mountains. How about way down here? There we go. Really hot temperate forest. It actually doesn't get very hot over here. Bummer. Overall heat map. Places like up here, growing period June to July. So there's only a couple times of the year that you can grow plants. Until then you just gotta hunt, which is actually a really big pain. I don't want to go up there. I want to go desert. Go desert. Way over here. How's this? Small hills, slate, sandstone, limestone. Let's go large hills. Can we go large hills? Large hills, there we go. Sandstone and slate. Alright though. Year-round growing period, fair enough, but it gets pretty hot, so we're gonna need to keep an eye on that. I'm also not gonna be going with the largest map size. Gonna go with 300 by 300 to try to balance it a bit, because this is almost too big. And starting month auto. Yep. I do have names to do, but I'll do it outside of this menu, because this menu tends to be a bit wonky when trying to do stuff like that. We have a masochist who's also a careful shooter, who grew up in the Rimworld and has never apparently left until now. Capable of everything. Yeah, alright. Why not? Holiday, an artisan farmer who became a genetic engineer, so they're really good with growing, cooking, and medicine. Incapable of violence and psychically sensitive. Really don't like psychically sensitive things, but we might deal with that. Intellectual, social, firefighting, you're steadfast, really good with melee. Well, that's a pretty good one. Cave world tunneler who became a deep space miner, mining 16, burning passion. Also burning passion and social. Cannot do intellectual or crafting, but that's fine. You build and mine. You're also steadfast and a prostophile. Crazy. That's good. That's really good. I kind of want to randomize you. I need... I guess you'd hunt. You'd mine and build. You'd grow. I guess we're okay. I mean, you're psychically sensitive, which is a big bother. But I think we can deal. First up, you, Lucas Chu. You become Jude Starbright. And holiday becomes Quen. And lastly, we've got little me, the lowercase m. If you want a Rimworld soldier, colonist, if you want a Rimworld colonist, check the Patreon page. I got the details there for that. I think it's $5 a month or more. I think. Something like that. Shooting 8. Oh, you don't do violence. Alright, so you grab a rifle. And you grab a pistol. And the knife can just kind of hang out. Yay! Unforbid all the things in the area. Again, I'm not going to... Oh god. Right next to those? Shit. Not opening those yet. I could, but I won't. Not all those. Maybe that one. Maybe. And a lot of geothermals in the area, but you actually have to research that nowadays. You don't start with that technology. But on the other hand, you do start with a wind turbine, which is pretty nice. Though it takes up a large amount of space. The footprint it leaves is mostly optional. The white space you can cover up if you want, but it severely impacts the amount of power that you get out of the wind turbine, so I really wouldn't recommend doing that. Looking for an area that I can mine nearby for metals, but again, won't be living in there. Compacted steel, tons of it over there. It looks like as good a spot as any. Some silver on the other side. Yeah, so we'll just move just to the west here. So zone up some stockpile there. Bang, perfect. And we need wind turbines, a couple of them. So this is what I'm thinking for an overall base setup. Queuing it all at once is probably a really bad idea, but we'll see. Got a battery room here connected to the 2 wind turbines, and I made sure that this is like exactly just okay. It is like just enough clearance so that this won't be affected by the battery bay. But I got that, and then I got the prison room over here that still needs power because, whoops. That'll work. Prison room, they get their own table, so I can just give them food and they eat at the table, no problem. They don't really need it because convinced by warden usually overrides the fact that they ate on the floor, but whatever. Bedroom, nothing special there. It'll be individual bedrooms later on, as well as, you know, its own hospital at some point. Kitchen, big table, whatever. Cooler room for raw food and all that. I need a storage for regular food, which we'll just put, you know, out there. Move it down a bit. That'll be fine. Meals. Critical importance, right. So raw food, cooked food. Everything else, the size of the trade beacons, same, you know, whatever. This is a communication room / work area because I don't know where else to put that stuff for now. And I think that's everything. I just need to go through priorities. And I think that'll do it for priorities. We got Jude working on wardening and hunting because that's really what I just had left over, and it's what they're interested in. I could also set him up for crafting now if I wanted to, but I'll wait a minute on that. And because Quen's mostly the doctor, well, Quen's doctor, cook, and growing, really, and then plant cutting afterwards. Construction, if there's nothing else to do, and then haul, and all that, that'll be fine. And Little Me being the only miner, but because she is awesome at it, it should be no problem. And then constructing and repairing afterwards. So, yeah, I need to set up a growing zone still. Forgot about that. I usually forget those. Yeah, I didn't think I could do up there. Something like that, I suppose. This will be strawberries. That can be that. And then small section down here for the Zerigium, which is like the what is it? It's like a medicinal herb thing. And I'm probably pronouncing it really wrong, but that's fine. Almost want to put trees down there. I don't know. I think the first thing we're going to do, since we're in a desert, we're going to do research pump. Or research the fertilizer pump. And orders mine out some of this metal. God, there's so much of it. It's great. I think we're ready to go, like an hour ago. So let's just get it done. Look at him straight at it. It's fucking fantastic. Look at little me go. God, what a hero. I don't think we need all that mining. I'd like to have you help me construct pretty soon. And I'm just gonna be running out of metal really fast. It's like the workroom's the first room they're building. Bit of a shame, but what are you gonna do? Almost want that to loop around. Little me, you're fucking awesome. You know that? Looks like we're on sort of the summer end of things here. 56 degrees Fahrenheit outside at night. It's going to be climbing to about, I don't know, 70 lower 80s. Not bad. This guy's not getting power because those haven't been built yet, no problem. But when you do get built, you can see the target temperature down here. The further away the target temperature is from the current temperature, which is visible over here based on where my mouse cursor is. So right now in this room, it is 80 degrees Fahrenheit because it's basically outside still. So once this room's built, it'll probably be around 80 or so. So we need to set this down to be a lot colder. We'll set it for 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It can be, I think, like less than 30 is considered freezing in this game for some reason. So we can put food in there and it won't spoil because it's technically frozen. And there's no negative mood for eating frozen food, although I think there should be because it's frozen food. Damn it. So I don't know. We'll set it at that so when it gets power, it'll start doing that. I'll actually turn it off for now because I want those walls built first. Damn, you guys really chow through the metal, don't you? Isn't that queued up to be mined? Oh, it looked like it was. Alright. And I guess we will mine all this. Because, oh my god. In fact, I'll also chop what little bit of wood I can. Because I'm sure we're running low on wood too. Yeah. Yeah, we were out of wood. And we need that for beds. At least we have colonist beds set up. All those, get them out of there. Need defenses. We've been here some time, probably been seen. Pirate raids will start soon. It'll just be one dude attacking the first time. It almost always is, and he'll almost always just be incapacitated for you to capture. He'll be your first colonist. Well, first recruited colonist. Ho hum. Cook stove, add bill, not lavish meals. That'd be a waste to start the game off with. I take the best stockpile, do until you have 10. Let's call it 15. Here we go. Groups visiting already. What are we doing for factions? Not great. Pirate band, and a tribe. And an outlander town is friendly with us. Well, sort of friendly. And in another outlander town who we can make friendly with us. For support because I'm paranoid. Actually, we can build that a lot further in. Damn, we're out of wood already again? These cacti don't give much wood. But I guess that makes sense. Damn. On top of it. Ooh, turned into silver? Oh, okay. Cancel then. Ah! What's happening? There. It turns out if you right click while you're holding the left mouse button for the dragging thing, it remembers. Yeah, sure, Alice. Why not? Good name, little me. More steel. It's not terribly far away. More steel. And there's steel all over this thing. Love it. You need to reconnect with that. You can't. Okay, you need to reconnect with... Oh, it's B. Not R. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Get that out of here. Smithing bench. Add bill. Make Gladius out of... Yeah, actually, that'll... Well, if we get stone cutting, we could just start making... Because I can't just use the, no. Thought I could maybe use the stone blocks or something. Okay. Well. Yeah, make some gladius out of uranium steel or plasteel, sure. Just do it a couple times. Make a couple of them, hopefully they turn out okay. Sculptor's table, this I think you can use, yeah, you can use blocks for this. So go for that. Let's do forever, I guess. So then art and crafting we have set up. So who's good with art? Russell Steadfast. No, not you. Quen? No. Kind of. Alright, I guess Jude will craft when there's absolutely nothing else to do. Well, you can haul, that's fine. You don't have to just drop what you're doing. What? Oh, Eclipse. Fine. Probably need a solar panel to help out. Because these guys aren't gonna be able to hold everything for me. Okay, we need to hunt. Don't want to hunt those beetles, they're too close to base. it'll be okay. They really don't provide much food at all. It's like 17 food or something. Heat wave. They give you 18. Oh boy. So almost 2 meals per. Ooh, gold. Oh, that's a bother. I can't plug that up. Unpluggable. Almost do it though. Damn. Yeah, I need like any dromedaries around or anything like that. Like basically camels. No. No. None. None at all. Just beetles. Stuck eating beetles. Alright, research bench. Let's get one built. Because I need fertilizer pumps stat. If I can find it. Yeah, I guess out of steel. God, that's expensive. And that'll be fine. Because these need to be expanded, but they can't really be expanded much. I can expand them a little bit. Just, you know. Not much. Nice. And who's researching? Quen, probably? Yeah, we'll go with Quen. When you are not cooking or growing rather, then do that. And that is set to fertilizer pump? Yeah. An iguana. I think this only provides 18 food too. Yeah. Group of travelers.